Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today. As promised, we are going to do a little spirit board session. Bear with me because it's not something that I do a lot when I record. Yeah, so, a lot of times people have told me they're a little, scared of the spirit board even because they get it in their head that it's like a Ouija board. But, yes, there are similarities, I suppose, but, everything on this board has its own meaning, its own message. There's yes, there's no, there's questions. So like if you ask a question and it goes to question, I take that to mean, maybe it's unknown, or maybe you should think on it a little bit more, or even reword the question a little bit. And then there's also a maybe, because things aren't set in stone, written in stone until it's the past, because we have free will. Things are subject to change, and depending on how we make up our mind, and when we're dealing with other people as well, that can get a little murky, right? Sometimes. So, there's words, there's gemstones, colors, zodiac signs, there's letters, trees, little enchantress guides, and they all have, a name here. And then there's numbers here in the middle. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Oh yeah, there's also the directions, the elements, north, south, east, and west. So, north is earth. So, really, really grounded. East is air, south is fire, and west is water. And so, probably a lot of you already know that. On the board, it has a 0 to 9. So, each number, each thing, has its own meaning and its own message behind it. And I'm going to go ahead and light Palo Santo really quick here. Well, not really quick, but you guys know. And this isn't something I do all of the time. I do it as I am led to. This board has been dedicated to the light and to light work. That's the first thing I did. This is actually my second board. My first one got messed up, and when I first started working with it, I didn't dedicate it to the light. And so, anything and everything was coming through. And, I learned pretty quick, because once you open yourself up, there's some, I guess, spirits, that maybe haven't had anyone to talk to for a while. And sometimes they all try to come through at once, especially when connecting with different people, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, and you're like, whoa, 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 one at a time, like when you're in a crowd and everybody's talking and you can't, zero in or focus on one, and it can be draining, especially if it's been a while since I've used the board, or if I've not been, feeling well. Like, I can get drained pretty easy. I tried to set up the camera the best I could to see the whole board, but work with what you got, right? So I am going to, hold on, there is a book that goes along with this board, and I probably should have gotten it out before I started, but you know, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, you guys. So and it is still fairly early here. It's like not even 7 o'clock in the morning yet here. So I haven't been awake all that long either, so I'm not firing on all cylinders yet. But there is a booklet here for the board as well. And I mean, it does go through, you know, like all of the meanings and everything. So, you know, it's a really nice book to have. And I did put my phone on silent if y'all caught my video yesterday. And if you did catch my video yesterday, you know, there was that alarm that went off that was an Amber Alert. And unfortunately, those 2 girls were found dead along with the captor, and then I think they said 7 bodies in total were found. So sending love and light to those families. That's a tragedy. The girls were only 14 and 16, so it's just mind-boggling there. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys how I open. I've already opened for the day, but I'm going to go ahead and do a rundown. So, to all there is, wondrous wise, powers of water, earth, fire, and skies, light and love, please join me here to sweep this space all safe and clear. Away with darkness, in with light, bring to me guidance to do what is right, to be attuned and not make mistakes. Help me to see the path that I take. I send up the utmost respect and love to receive the utmost respect and love. I send up good positive light energy to receive good positive light energy. Nothing evil, nothing negative, nothing harmful. I am blessed and protected, as is my household, my family, my friends, my business, my clients, my collective, my name, my reputation. Anyone that is put upon my path, whether we have 2 or 4 legs, we're blessed, protected, healthy, wealthy, wise, safe from any and all harm, safe from having things lost, stolen, devoured, or wasted. And with all that being said, I want to say hello. Spirit. Yes. Our keyword fix. 14163, our numbers. And then GMB, which, good morning, beautiful. Yes, but, you know, depending on the mood of the day, I guess it could be good morning, bitch, but I take it as good morning, beautiful. So, all right, Spirit, are there any messages? Okay, yes, so we're just going to kind of wing it here, you guys, and go with the flow. All right. So we have follow. Follow your heart is what is coming through. So, you know, so follow your heart. And do things in the way that feel right to you. So, you know, the way that this works, the way that I connect with my guides and my angels and everything is, sometimes it is, they spell everything out, but then most of the time I'm also hearing, sometimes it comes through as music songs, or even flashes for me, you guys, like seeing things. And on occasion I have had spirits send me their death pains, which isn't always pleasant. You know, especially if someone's been shot or stabbed or something along those lines. And I'm always thankful when they don't go to that extreme, but I have had a few clients doing spirit board sessions with where they were being stubborn, and so, like, here's my death pain. And for someone that died being, you know, shot in the head, that was pretty that was pretty extreme and really painful. But, you know, I know it's not near as painful as what they actually went through, so, you know, they do kind of dilute it down, which I'm thankful for, because wow, you know. But it is always fun connecting with, you know, someone new, doing a reading for them, you know. Even when I'm doing tarot, you guys, like, sometimes they come forward and are like, I have this message, will you please deliver it? And there's been a few times during certain readings where I'm like, okay, this is coming through, and then it's not for that person, which can be kind of confusing, you know. But like I said, when they see an opening, you guys, they tend to take it. And usually, though, it's spot on, and it is, you know, it is for that person. But it does happen from time to time, so, you know, kind of have to filter and go with the flow a little bit, even in those readings, and see what happens. So, you know, first we have follow your heart, you know, do things in the way that feels right for you, you know, because love can be a battlefield, you know. We've all heard that. I think that's even in a song, if I can remember right here. So, you know, but also, you know, when we do put good out into the universe, you know, I'm a firm believer, and it comes back to us tenfold. So let's see. Is there anyone that would like to come through that has a message? Alright, so we do have no there, so it's just me and my spirit guide, and, you know, my spirit guide connecting. So let's see. What else here, Spirit? This might not be a long session, and that's okay. You know, this is the first one. We're kind of getting into things here. I do have a few spooky time sessions, you know, from a few years ago. If you would like to go back through those, there was a few good ones. I mean, of course, I'm biased, so I think they're all good, but, you know. Alright. So make amends just came through. What in the world? Not sure what that was, but alright, make amends. So if you need to apologize to someone, and, you know, since there are so many of us, that can be in several different ways, you know. It doesn't necessarily even have to be out loud. Maybe it's making amends with yourself as well, which you can do, you know, internally. And if someone's passed on, you know, and there's no way to actually physically do it in person, you know, just make amends. And I gotta wet my whistle here, you guys. My mouth always feels so dry in the morning. So, alright. But make amends, you know. And it could be someone that you're estranged from, you know, and if it's not possible to do it, you know, work forgiveness on your side of the equation. And, you know, things are going to fall into place as they're meant to, is something else that is coming through. Okay, give yourself a break. I'm not sure what that is. Hold on. Oh, I need to clean. It's coming off of my planchette there. Not sure. I need to clean my board again. Stuff gets on it and builds up sometimes. So, alright. Give yourself a break is what was coming through. Fix what you can, you know, do it to the best of your ability. Wellness, you know, because all of these things affect your overall wellness, and this is the Enchantress guide. Enchantress of wellness, actually, here, you know, and all is well that will be well, you know. So, you know, trust and believe that things are going to work out for your greater good, you guys. May is a time of big change coming through, you know, for some of us. I don't feel like that is for everyone, and that Spirit is saying no, but May is a month of big change for some of us. Love is making a comeback is something that I'm hearing here, so if that message is for you. And if any of the messages are for you, you guys are going to know it. You know, you're going to know that you know that you know, you guys. And, you know, just like with the tarot readings, not all the messages may resonate with everyone, and that's perfectly okay. You know, if it doesn't resonate, just set it to the side for someone else. If it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let it fly. So, creativity sparks, you guys. So, you know, for some of you that may have been finding it hard to focus and, you know, feeling blocked even is what Spirit is giving me here. You know, creativity is going to reignite, re-spark, and you're going to have a lot of good ideas that just come flowing out of you. And what it takes is giving yourself that break. You know, whether it's a break from someone even, you know, maybe someone's really been a drain. And, you know, some separation, you know, and once you do, you're going to feel like you can breathe again. And I think the person knows who that message is for. So, hey, hey, you know, and so future, you know, don't get so caught up on looking too far forward, you know. Trust and believe that once you do release this thing, that bigger and better will come in. You know, yesterday's tarot reading, we had the chair filled. So, you know, once that chair empties, it's not going to take very long for it to be filled again. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. It could be a friend, you know, so keep that in mind as well, you guys. You know, sometimes when we think we need a lover, we really need a friend. But, you know, sometimes, like for me, after my first marriage, it took me a while, you guys. Like, I think I got divorced the first time in 2009, and I didn't meet my current husband until 2014. Now, yes, I did date Oh man, and I do not want to go back into the dating pool. I think I'm too feral for all of that now. Like, I would hurt someone's feelings. Probably. Like, I have to be on my best behavior. Ugh. You know, that kind of thing. But I'm set in my ways now. You know, we've been together almost 9 years, married almost 7, and that's mind-blowing too. He's my longest relationship, but you know, it came at a time when I was like, ugh, I give up, you know, like, and it was the same for him, so it's kind of funny how that worked out, but, you know, I released, you know, and then it happened, so sometimes we have to do that, you guys. Alright, Spirit, are there any more messages here? And I'm getting a no, so that is all that Spirit has for us. Normally I would, you know, when I'm done, put the, and do my closing ritual, but I'm not going to do that right now, in case I do have readings that come through later. If you would like to book a reading with me, please just shoot me an email or a message on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm on all that stuff. You can find me. But, so, yeah, you guys, that's pretty much. And usually when people do like I always say, you know, questions for $1 a question from the board. So that's pretty much, you know, you ask the question, I ask the question on your behalf, Spirit gives the message. Like, say you want to know when you may meet someone. So we're going to Gemini season 2023. And I mean, that's just on the horizon, you guys. That's the near future. You know, like the last part of May to the first part of June. So, you know, that's definitely a message for someone if that's meant for you, you know. Or, you know, they want to know, am I going to meet someone? Yes, you know, will I get pregnant? No, which, you know, for me, that's very true, because I will not get pregnant. But if you ever have any questions, and you know, sometimes I open up the board to free questions, one free question every now and then I do that. So if you would like one free question, please comment below and let me know. And I can work on that as well. Questions are always available, like I said, for $1 a question. I do have a couple of different spirit board readings which cover the whole board, and you can ask personal questions with those as well. So those tend to be popular on occasion. At first, you know, people were skeptical, but then once they did it, they were like, wow, you know, it shocked and surprised them. So I want to give a shout out to my good friend Kit, Tarot This and That 1111. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do. She's the one that really encouraged me to work with the board. She has actually done a full board reading with me before, and you know, she was amazed by it. She loves it. She was like, I think you need to work with it more. And I'm like, you know, because sometimes the way the planchette moves, which Spirit really kind of tried to slow down today, but sometimes this planchette like flies around the board, you guys, depending on the energy that's coming through. And, you know, my spirit guide and I are connected. Like, it's been a relationship, and my earliest memory of it is being 2 years old. So I'm almost 41, you guys. So, you know, that's at least 39 years of my life that, you know, this connection has been going. And I'm sure it was going before I can, you know, actually recall, actually remember. So, but yeah, that is how this works. I want to thank each and every single one of you for all of your love and all of your support. And, you know, it really and truly means a lot to me. And I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say that from the bottom of my heart. I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.